Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. In this special occasion, I would like to present my makalah with the title Analysis of New Learning Paradigm Based on Curriculum Merdeka Implementation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sabtono Nugriyadi, and of course, I come with my team. They are from Universitas PGRI Semarang, Central Java, Indonesia. Firstly, I would like to bring of us to discuss, to know what is the main reason why Curriculum Merdeka implemented in all schools in Indonesia. For you to know that in an effort to provide a safe and stable learning environment in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, Indonesian Minister of Education, Culture, Research, and Technology has issued a policy of Curriculum Merdeka for all educational level in Indonesia. We call as Curriculum Merdeka. Curriculum Merdeka consists of three things. Firstly, curriculum activity. The second one belong to extracurricular activity, and the third belong to Pelajar Pancasila profile activity. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that the profile of Pelajar Pancasila has a goal to improve the quality of Indonesia education with focuses of student character building. And also the profile of Pelajar Pancasila is form of student who must have noble, critical, independent, creative, mutual cooperation with global diversity awareness, have the spirit of continuous learning. It is complete person, complete character. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the characteristic of Merdeka Belajar. Merdeka Belajar has a sense that students are given the freedom to explore their respective interests and their talent during the school period. Merdeka Belajar has new policy points. There are 4 policy points. Firstly, belong to minimum competency assessment and character survey. The second belong to school examination devolved to the school. And then the third characteristic of Merdeka Belajar is simplification of lesson plan. And the last one of characteristic Merdeka Belajar is the implementation of zoning system for the admission of new students. Ladies and gentlemen, there are several studies on Curriculum Merdeka which are conducted by Hasim, Subandrio, Rosnaini, even Rahmawati in 2 years ago. They said that Curriculum Merdeka require a strong commitment from, especially from teacher. They needed cooperation and sincerity in its implementation. So this paper present analysis of new paradigm on Curriculum Merdeka implementation. This paper also presents what kind of new paradigm of Curriculum Merdeka, and then this paper also present finding of this research, and this paper will present the Curriculum Merdeka. In this next slide, we can see that this research based on the qualitative method. Kind of systematic review was carried out on the relevant databases on the adaptation of curriculum change from the perspective of the Curriculum Merdeka. The qualitative research methodology grounded this study rely on literature-based research. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll describe the characteristic of Kurikulum Merdeka. There are several characteristics of Kurikulum Merdeka. Firstly, the curriculum structure developed refer to the Pancasila student profile as a reference in the development of content standard, development of process standard, assessment standard, even curriculum structure. We call as capaian pembelajaran, the curriculum structure, and it is kind of new characteristic of curriculum is learning principle and learning assessment. The second belong to learning outcome. It means that series of knowledge, learning outcome of Kurikulum Merdeka are also skill. It is also described attitude as unified continuous process so as to build complete competencies. The third of characteristic Kurikulum Merdeka is the learning process. Learning process in Kurikulum Merdeka, it is based on a thematic approach does not have to use thematic approach in learning, or in other words, school can independently develop learning. The fourth of characteristic Merdeka is the class hour. The class hour in the Kurikulum Merdeka can be set per year so school can develop, can regulate the implementation of learning. Characteristic number 5 of Kurikulum Merdeka is flexibility to develop learning model. One of them is learning project on the basis of national character, or we call as nationalism. This aim to strengthen the Pancasila student profile. The sixth of characteristic Kurikulum Merdeka is information communication technology. The subject of information and communication technology, which was originally abolished, that the Kurikulum Merdeka was resurfaced. The last one, the seventh characteristic of Kurikulum Merdeka is social natural sciences. We call as IPAS. The purpose of combining this subject, social and natural science, is to make students better prepared to take part in separate and social studies learning. So, it is can be concluded Kemdikbudristek expected Kurikulum Merdeka implementation wants more active and adaptive learning by providing flexibility for educator to carry out of learning process oriented toward learning project. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, we can found that the fundamental of Kurikulum Merdeka, it is kind of educational service in school in order to shape school culture happen to create the activity in school. There are extracurricular activity, intracurricular activity, and P5 activity we call as project penguatan profil pelajar Pancasila. Now, the newest thing and interesting thing, we can conclude that the Kurikulum Merdeka, it is part of Nawacita priority because the national education system, it is one of the Nawacita project and also the dimension of human community development through education. Ladies and gentlemen, Pancasila student profile, it is consists of 6 dimensions. Firstly, belong to have faith, fear God, and have noble character so that students achieve good moral, of course, between fellow human being with nature and state character. The second one of Pancasila student profile is global diversity. The third of Pancasila student profile is gotong royong, and then independent responsible. And the fifth of student profile is critical reasoning. The last one, the sixth of Pancasila student profile is creative. It means that student expected have a sense of wanting to try a form of innovative and creative thinking in midst of increasingly advanced condition. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, we can conclude or we can make conclusion, especially in fourth area. Firstly, Curriculum Merdeka is a viable way out to overcome learning losses during the COVID-19 pandemic. The second of conclusion is belong to support and hard work from various parties in school are needed in implementing Curriculum Merdeka. The third of this conclusion, it is based on the new paradigm of learning in the Curriculum Merdeka is project-based thematic learning. The fourth, and also the last one of this conclusion is Curriculum Merdeka has the potential to become an important reference to increase commitment and also cooperation. Finally, it is time for me to finish my presentation. Thank you for your listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial all for us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.